at odds. So we'll read this question, and then we'll take out important information, and then we'll figure out how to actually calculate odds. Okay, so a drawer has 6 red socks, 7 blue socks, and 3 black socks. So they mean pairs. Otherwise, these are really weird numbers of socks to have, right? What are the odds of drawing each color pair of socks? So our 3 important parts, let's try, I guess, color code it a little. Red, blue, and, well, I can't highlight in black, so we'll just go yellow for this color. Okay, and if we're going to calculate odds, okay, so odds are the probability of an event divided by the probability of that event not happening, or the opposite of that event.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what that PA stands for. So A is whatever event we're talking about. We could have called this an E. Yeah. It's really up to us. So let's work with red socks first. So we're going to say that in this one we'll define it. You probably don't need to do this each time, but it's a good idea. We'll say the probability of A. So A is the event of drawing red socks. Okay, so we've defined it. Well, what's the probability of drawing red socks? Well, we got to figure out our total, right? So our total is all 3 of them together. So we have 6 plus 7 plus 3. That gives us 16. Okay, and we know that there are 6 pairs of red socks. So we have 6 over 16 is the probability of drawing red socks. Yeah. Okay. The other notation here, where we have A prime, it's the probability of not drawing red socks. Okay, so it's the opposite hypothesis. So we'll say A prime is same as above, but not. That'd be nice if I didn't get that to show. Good. So not drawing those red socks, okay? And that's essentially the idea of, well, if there are 6 pairs of red socks, that means there are 7 blue socks. If I can turn this off. No, it's fine. 7 blue socks and 3 black socks, so it's 10. So we have a 10 in 16 chance of not drawing red socks, okay? Yeah. But odds, like we said, are calculated by this formula. We take the probability of the event happening, and we divide by the probability of the other event happening. Okay. So for our odds here, let me say odds. The first event, we'll do it in red here, PA. Okay, is 16 or 6 over 16. So you could change this to a decimal. It depends what you're, I guess, comfortable working with. Okay. And the opposite event of not drawing red socks, do it in blue here, okay, is 10 over 16. So I prefer to work with fractions, but if you want to change these to decimals, you can. What I'll do here is, this is essentially a division sign, right? Yeah. So what this is saying is 6 over 16 divided by 10 over 16. And if you remember that rule from elementary school, to divide fractions, they say like invert and multiply is the idea. So you keep the first number, 6 over 16. Yeah. All right, and then it no longer is division. We say multiply, and we invert the second number, 16 over 10. If you don't remember this rule, that's fine. Just turn these into decimals and divide. Yeah. You get the same one. The reason I did it this way is so we get a very, very exact value. So the bottom we get 160. This right here, yeah. And on top, we're going to get 6 is 36, 90, 106. I think that's right. I have a calculator here. We can double check if we want. 6 by 16. Oh, 96, I lied. Okay. There we go. Okay, so 96 over 160. Yeah. And odds are usually written as a fraction. Probabilities are usually written as percentages. If you wanted to have an idea of that as a percentage, you would just divide it. But this would be the odd. And odds are usually reduced to their lowest form. So I can divide both by 2. 2 will get me 180 and 180. So I think I can do 4. 4. 1, 2. Yeah, 4 will go in. So let's try 4. If I divide both by 4. And this is all just... The idea of odds is we're pretty much done. We're just reducing fractions now, right? So if I divide both by 4, this goes in 4 times, and this goes in 40 times. We can go again, 12, 20, and 6, 10, which is 3, 5. Is that right? I think we can go 3, 5 here. I think that's the value. So the way I can check this, if I'm ever unsure, is I can divide these values. I know I did that really quickly in my head. But if we go 96 divide 160. Okay, we have a 60% chance, and that's what 3 over 5 is. Okay. So you have a 3 in 5 chance of drawing red socks. Those are the odds for this event happening. With that idea, remember we had, we had 6 red pairs of socks, we had 7 blue, and we had 3 black.
Yeah.
So let's figure out odds again. Okay, we'll make up our events. This time of drawing a blue sock. So if we call PA drawing a blue sock, what's the probability of drawing a blue sock?
7 out of 16.
That's right. Okay, what's the probability of not drawing a blue sock?
9 out of 16.
Yeah, there we go. So we got 9 out of 16. Okay, so then the odds, the odds of drawing a blue sock, how do we set that idea up? What do we do?
Odds of drawing a blue sock. You divide 7 out of 16 by 9 out of 16.
Perfect. 9 over 16. Okay, and again, you can turn that into decimals, and that's going to give us some value. Let's see if I can quickly do it. 7, 9. So 7 times 16. Let's do this quick. 7 times 16 is 112. So we have the odds of 112, and it probably reduces over 16 and 9. Oh, that's not what I want to do. 16 times 9, 144. So 112, 144. That reduces again to some pretty good odds. Let's not worry about it. The reduction we can kind of do on the side. Last idea. How about probability of drawing, the odds of drawing black socks? So again, we'll call PA in this case black socks. So what's our probability of drawing black?
3 out of 16.
Yeah, and then not drawing black?
13 out of 16.
Perfect. All right, so it's an easy idea now. And then what are the odds? Now, what if I told you the opposite? Not on the odds in favor. So in these ones, I said odds in favor of blue. So that means drawing blue. What if I said odds, okay. Wait, I know we didn't write about this. Odds of not drawing black. Okay, it's a little different, this concept. So, in both these ones above, I said this is the probability, and I didn't say it out loud, but the probability of drawing red, so in favor of drawing red socks. This is in favor of drawing blue socks. This is not drawing black socks. So remember our little formula here, we did PA over PA to the power of 1, or the notion of 1.
Yeah.
So we're doing the opposite idea. So what do you think we do with this fraction here?
What do you do with it? You divide it, right?
Yeah, we're going to divide it. What we're going to do for saying not, so the opposite idea, is we're going to switch what we normally did. Okay? Because the word not is in here.
You change that to the top.
Yeah, exactly. And we could have really named this. We could have said, if that idea is confusing, right? You're 100% right. We do P A of not doing it over P of doing it. But I could have just renamed this. I could have said, okay, let's just call PA not drawing black socks, and that would have made this 13. And I would have called this of drawing black socks, and that would have made this 3. So it really just depends what you name it, okay? So because we said not, you're 100% right. We switch these odds. So it now becomes 13 over 16 divided by 3 over 16, and then we work that out to get whatever our odds are at the end, okay?